Boom shakalaka, this shocking Bitcoin pattern repeating itself over and over again, plus the Bitcoin rainbow price chart warning that I just discovered last night that could be insanely bad for Bitcoin. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we're going to be talking about this insane Bitcoin pattern that keeps repeating itself over and over, plus the Bitcoin rainbow price chart warning that I discovered last night that could have some crazy implications, because while I was out at the bar with friends, instead of socializing, I was looking at this Bitcoin chart and something hit me, and it's that I have a problem. Not alcoholism, but Bitcoin. And we're going to get into exactly what this warning is, what it means for you and your Bitcoin. Before we do, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every day we share some of the best Bitcoin and crypto charts. Push the like button. It helps out so much. Now, today in the markets, extreme fear 24. Nothing new for the past month. We're getting pretty darn used to living in fear. The overall market down 2% today. Bitcoin at 39,640, Ethereum at 29.65, BNB at 404, XRP at 71 cents, Solana at $101, Terra Luna at $93, Cardano at 89 cents, and Avalanche at $74. And if you want to know the top coins today to pick to outpace just holding Bitcoin alone, as a matter of fact, on Gate.io, they're up almost 1,000% above just holding Bitcoin alone. The top coins today would be XCAD Network, Synthetics Network Token, Clever, spelled with a K, that is clever, One Ledger, and Kyber Network Crystal. And if you want to check this out for yourself, use artificial intelligence, machine learning, maybe even add some low caps for higher risk, but potentially much higher reward. There is a discounted link down in the description. As a matter of fact, for Earth Day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tokenmetrics has a sale, 25% off of Tokenmetrics using this code EARTH25. Make sure to use this if you've ever thought about Tokenmetrics. Now is the time, because they don't have these sales that often. Plus, in every plan purchased, Tokenmetrics is donating a tree to Amazon Rainforest, not to be confused with the bookstore online company. Now, while you're down there, make sure to check out Celsius as well. For transferring crypto to your Celsius account, you can earn up to $5,000 in free crypto, select crypto, or $2,000 in pretty much all cryptocurrencies. Last thing I just want to talk about before getting into today's episode, guys, new podcast out there called Not Crypto Advice. Very good podcast. I just listened to the first episode today. It is great for anyone who just wants a bit of entertainment, or if you're new to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, or if you know people who are new to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. This is like the ultimate introductory podcast. So I will post a link down to that in the description as well. Make sure to check it out. Now, like I said, I was at the bar, and instead of socializing, doing what people do at the bar, I was staring at this Bitcoin rainbow price chart, and that's when I realized I have a problem. I'm not sure if they have any 12-step programs for Bitcoin or Bitcoin Anonymous or anything like that, but this is what I was looking at, and this is kind of frightening, okay? So right now, Bitcoin price has been hovering in this still cheap territory. As a matter of fact, it's been like going pretty much perfectly in still cheap territory. You can see we've been riding in still cheap territory since the beginning of this year. Almost 4 months we've been in that area. And I was like, I wonder what has happened the last few times we've been in this territory. Well, if we scroll back towards 2018, look at this. We were in still cheap territory, this green area, for about 4 months before the bottom fell out. And I was like, ooh, that's scary. But wait, let's go back again. And then here, we were in still cheap territory for about 2 months before, boom, price fell out once again to this blue, basically a fire sale territory area, which would put Bitcoin price right at around $18,744.75, roughly, okay? So, I was looking at that, and I was getting kind of like, because everybody thinks the bottom is found, myself included. All the data is suggesting that the bottom is found, but there's still a few things that perhaps we're not considering. Take a look at Exhibit A. This right here. Plan C's accumulation phase floor confirmation crossed. The last 3 times that the green and the blue line crossed, Bitcoin price fell down to the green line. Okay, The blue line is the short-term holder floor. The green line is the dormancy flow floor. When they cross, look at this. Bitcoin price falls down to the green line within a month. Okay, here it happened. Boom, fell down to the green line once again. Here it happened. Boom, fell down to the green line once again. Now, it's been about 45 days or so right now. And, actually more than that, about 50 days so far. And we had a cross, but Bitcoin price has not yet fallen down. Now, it may not fall down. There's a 20% chance it won't. But there's also an 80% chance it will. And we have this right here. But there's more. Now, in case you guys don't know the Confluence floor model, this is a very, very accurate predictor for Bitcoin price. You can see Bitcoin price over its entire history has only dropped down a few times, barely grazing that line. Right now, a Confluence floor indicator is roughly around $28,000. So Bitcoin could potentially crash down to those levels. Not only that, but if we take a look at this chart here from Kunta, he takes a look at the Bitcoin power law. And right now, Bitcoin hovering in the green territory, the still cheap territory. But in his model, look at that. That's basically like the fair value of Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin price could drop all the way down to roughly around $10,000 to $12,000 to $15,000 according to this, which is frightening. That's a possibility for what could happen with Bitcoin. And when we zoom out on a longer time scale, I know everybody thinks that the market has corrected and that we're not having 4-year cycles anymore, but just take a look at, well, I would just say how much what we've done so far has fit into 4-year cycles. Let's just take a look at the evidence, and then we can make up our minds whatever we want to make up. So, I made this video a few days ago, and I'll try to link to it right up there. But basically, this video was taking a look at the distance between pi cycle top indicators, which basically called all of these tops here, and using that to call when would be the next most likely time for another top. And it turns out that between this top here in 2013 and this one later in 2013, there was 231 days. You know what? There was exactly 231 days between these two peaks that we had. Now that's uncanny alone. But if we take that same box and overlay it on the 2018 cycle, look at that. Pretty much from the bottom, the floor back in March, that pretty much summed up the time for that cycle. Now, it could just be coincidence, and granted it could, but it might not. Because if we take a look then, from the top all the way down to the bottom, we have this red box, and if we overlay that over 2018, guess what? Fits pretty well. And if we overlay that where we are right now, guess what? We might still have until the end of this year, December 2022, to find a bottom. Now, what's important to take a look at with this? Well, first off, potentially, based on previous theories with the halving and then bull run, we might not see another bull run, another peak until 2024, 2025. But something else that I wanted to point out that's very, very interesting, and maybe you saw this yourself, maybe you didn't, you'll have to tell me down in the comments, is that previously we've been in this trend, this orange dotted dashed trend line going pretty much straight up. And Bitcoin has fit into these nice green bull runs, red bear runs. Green bull run, red bear run. Take a look at this time. It actually preceded that bull run, okay? And then once we got into that territory, nothing happened. Pretty much went sideways and down. And right now, we are actually underneath where we should be. You can see that these red boxes pretty much fit perfectly inside of this trend line. Right now, we are underneath. We could be getting squeezed. And what's happening is the market is chopping back and forth, liquidating all the noob traders to steal all the Bitcoin from them before the price rockets upwards. So that's my theory as to what could potentially happen. And especially next cycle, look at the territory where Bitcoin could be in. Lows between 200,000, highs roughly $3 million per Bitcoin next cycle after the next halving, 2024, 2025. But all that being said, I could be wrong. Willy Woo has this. He says cycles are over. We've seen the last cycle. In the past, we had a predictable walk of supply and demand governed by a simple Fourier halvening, which is what I was talking about right here. He says now we have an unpredictable walk of supply and demand from a complex ecosystem until we hit saturation. And he says already we've had up, down, up, down, up, down, and we just keep on going back and forth. Which brings me to this one, because, you know, I always like to leave you guys with a happy ending. I don't want you to go crying from this channel. If we take a look at the Bitcoin price models, most of Bitcoin's life, it hovers right around this blue, orange, and purple line. Most of its life. But every once in a while, back here in 2013, 2011, 2017, every once in a while it touches this green line. Now I just want you guys to see where this green line is right now. $250,000. And you know what? It's already touched that green line 4 times, which means there's an 83% chance it's going to touch that line again. So are you going to bet on Bitcoin price falling, or are you going to bet on Bitcoin price mooning? Me personally, I'm betting on it mooning, however, with the caveat of having patience. I was just talking to someone the other day. They're like, oh, I bought Ethereum at $2,000 and it was doing awesome for like a couple months, and then now it's done nothing. And I'm like, hang on. Ethereum is still $3,000. You still made 50% gains on your investment. Do you realize how long that would take to happen in a traditional S&P index fund, or God forbid in a bank account? It would take forever. So be grateful, be patient, be cautious. But I think in the end, we're all going to do very, very well. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, check out Token Metrics. Make sure you get the discount using the link and code EARTH25. Also, check out Celsius while you're down there for some free crypto. And listen to the Not Crypto Advice podcast. We'll be putting out a few episodes every single week. Check it out. I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.